Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo bringing you your weekly renewal. Today I am here with two of my good friends, Mike Dunca and Roma Dunca, and they're here to share something really special that they've had going on for the past year, I guess, Healthy Options Guam. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So yeah, let's get right into it. Tell me about Healthy Options Guam.
Well, we started about roughly a year ago, and what inspired us to actually do vegan meal prep was you.
Well, not me, the 21-day
The
detox,
21-day
right?
detox. And so when you pulled us onto that, prior to that, we were doing meal preps before, but they weren't exactly vegan. So when we actually started doing vegan meals, we were a little concerned that we weren't able to duplicate certain meals that people were used to.
Right, make it delicious
And make
yet
it delicious.
nutritious, yeah.
Correct, yes. And but once we got the roll, the swing of it, we ended up just kind of inventing what we wanted to do, and we started to see that people liked our food. And Roma, who's very, very creative, started.
So you
to
always say
prepare.
that she's the chef and you're the sous chef.
I'm the sous chef. Yes.
I'm the chef, and he's the mostly telling everyone like what we do.
I'm the dishwasher.
Yeah. And the shopper, right?
I'm the shopper. Yes.
So Roma, like give us an idea of some of the different creations, some of the meals that you make.
I created.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started before the 21-day detox.
Okay.
I did the salad, and then everybody was like, "Can you just do that every time?" And the next thing you know, that's my best seller, the very mixed berry salad.
That's your best seller.
Yes, that's my best seller.
Okay.
So far, and then everything is fresh, and then even the dressing is fresh. So I do, it depends, like mostly say tahini, and then the frozen fruits. Yeah.
Frozen fruits or
Yes.
fresh fruit. Okay.
Or
So
fresh fruits. Depends if we have it or if we don't, then frozen.
and so even before you're preparing these meals, vegan specific meals, you're already preparing regular.
Yes.
So were you able to convert any of those? Because a lot of times, especially around the holidays, right? There's gonna be more fiestas and whatnot. What are some meals that you've made before that you were able to actually transform into like a vegan version? Are there any?
Yes. So that's the meat is actually, like, for example, the salmon.
Yeah.
I do the tofu. So I
Okay.
switch it with tofu. And then for some of the
You make a meatloaf
the
too,
meatloaf,
right?
Yeah, that's right. The meatloaf. I use that. Most of them ever were like, "Are you sure there's no meat here?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm 100% sure." And then
So what kind of response have you all gotten? I mean, have you seen a trend of more people? Of course, you promote it primarily on social media, but have you seen it grow?
Well, I was quite shocked about the number of people on Guam who actually like vegan meals. And me myself, I'm not going to lie, I'm a big meat eater, and I didn't think tofu or beans or anything else would be able to cut it.
Yeah.
And so to answer your earlier question as well, prior to doing these vegan meal preps, we were actually making some Filipino dishes. And one of them is called puto pao. So I'm sure the Filipino community out there knows that.
Is it like potu?
So it's like potu, but it's got like a filling inside, like shu pao.
Oh, okay.
So normally we would do it with chicken or pork, and then people started asking if we could do it vegan style.
Wow.
And I didn't know how that was going to work. And it's amazing when you go to the grocery stores and you just see all these products that are catered to vegans out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
It's
so,
really, honestly, when I first moved back in 2004, you didn't see the amount of what's available now. Like it has really been, I would say just the past 5-10 years, you've really seen it grow.
Correct.
That section.
Yeah, so that, with that, and it's kind of funny because when we were discussing about making vegan meals, I would just tell her, well, what do we like to eat? And let's just make it vegan.
Right.
Let's just change it to vegan. And we tweak. I'm not gonna lie, we don't have exact measurements of what we use. We just kind of taste it. I am also the taste test guy, so it goes through me. I'm quality control. But in the end, it always comes out to be exactly how we like it. And
Well, I'll tell you, I've tried your meals and you definitely could tell. You could also tell energetically when people make something coming from love. I mean, you could tell, you know what I mean? Like you are passionate about this and you could taste it.
Right.
You know, a lot of times, and that's why, you know, nothing against chain restaurants or whatnot, but when things are kind of mass produced, it's not given that same individual attention as if it's like a homemade meal that someone's passionate about, right?
Correct. And I think that's the one thing that with Roma, I have to admit, she is so passionate about everything she does.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to cooking. It's been something that's been a passion of hers for a while. And you know, when she first mentioned that she was going to start making these Filipino snacks and different trays for people, I just thought to myself, you know, it's just going to be a hobby. And we spoke one day, and I said to her, you know, your hobby might as well be your
Get paid for it.
for your hobby.
Because that's usually the most successful way to go is you're passionate about something, then people are attracted to that. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, and so you know, we were going to say that earlier, just seeing the number of people that have responded to this was just very refreshing. You know, it is a business, but at the same time, I like seeing people happy.
Right.
I like seeing
The
them.
response.
Yeah, the response that, you know, they send us messages. You know, they repost on Instagram,
Yeah.
thanking us for certain dishes that Roma has made. And you know, we start to realize what are our best sellers and what are not
Yeah.
so best sellers. So you know, we're not
Yeah.
going to sell things that people don't really want.
Right,
but
right.
we're constantly trying to tweak things, you know, every week. And you know, Roma went, gosh, she went how many, like 4 or 5 months without repeating a single dish.
Any single
Wow.
dish.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
like,
Well, that's a good way to give variety and see which ones stick and which don't,
Correct.
right? But let me ask you this. So you both did the 21-day detox, right?
yes.
So I want to ask on a personal, but also on a personal level, but also those who have come to you for the meals. Could you tell any difference as far as your energy level? Like as you did eating your own meals that were basically plant-based, vegan, then raw plant-based, and then liquids, did you find any changes occur?
A lot.
What are some of them?
So when I was trying, I'm like, I'm scared because I'm like, I'm not really full on vegan. So I'm like, no, why not?
Give it a
doing it. I'm the one who's making this, and I'm the one who has to be, you know, the first one to try
Of course.
it, right? And then I'm like, maybe the first week, I already see the difference. I'm like, every time I woke up, I'm like, oh my god, my mind is so clear.
Clarity,
And then everything is like, everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. Unlike before, it's like, what am I gonna do today?
Right, so
My mind is
the
very-
mental
yes.
aspect, yeah.
And the second week, it's kind of like, because it's raw.
Raw, yeah.
Like, I'm like, I'm not used to that. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to try it because I'm the one who's doing everything and it has to be through me and Michael also. And
Yeah.
I was shocked that we actually made it, like the 21 days, and after that, I'm like, I'm cutting a lot of things.
Yes. And so how about Mike? Did you feel any?
I'll admit, when Roma mentioned, she said, you know, we're going to do the meal prep for the 21-day detox. And she said, I'd like to follow it. And a part of me was like, well, maybe I'll follow the first week and I won't go the second week. And then every day we would do it, and it got easier and easier as the weeks went on. And so much to the point that I would ask her to make certain meals just on the side for me that were vegan.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, it's not too bad, you know, and I would start eating it. And then it just became a normal thing.
Yeah.
You know, we went from having all types of things in our fridge to just opening our fridge and we've got tons of vegetables. You've seen it.
Right. Yes.
You
But
know?
did you notice anything in your body? Anything feel different?
Oh, I did. Yes. Like Roma mentioned earlier, mental clarity.
Mhm.
I felt more energetic. I felt like things were registering a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You know, and that's when I really realized, I'm like, just through food, through nourishing your body, you can really, it affects everything. From
Absolutely,
your physical well-being to your emotional to your spiritual well-being.
Right.
And so,
Well, like they say, food could either be your poison or your medicine,
Correct.
right?
and this is basically, you know, eating well now is preventative medicine in
Oh,
itself.
absolutely.
You know,
And so much more available. It's
Yes.
easier to find too. Thanks,
Yeah.
of course. Thanks partly to you guys.
Thank you. And you know, that's what we want. We want to help the community to live healthier,
Mm-hmm.
to realize that eating healthy doesn't have to feel as if you're just eating
Deprived.
a salad. Because
Yeah.
many people would tell me, they were like, oh, you know, my version of eating healthy was eating a salad at a fast food restaurant.
Wendy's.
Or like a Wendy's, or you know, just going to the salad bar. But that was like once a week.
Yeah.
Now we can do this on a daily basis.
Right. And the
So-
thing is, you know, they do make good salads, but the thing is people turn to fast food because it's so convenient. I think
Correct.
that's the number one thing. People, of course, care about flavor and whatnot and their health, but let's be real, we have busy lives. So, of course, fast food is so convenient. So it's good that we have these places. You know, there's others on Guam, but you guys have this available. People could just pick it up. Or also, if there's more than 3 meals you could deliver, is that it? Or more than 5? 4. Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. So in closing, is there anything else you want to share?
You know, we are actually very grateful for this opportunity to share this with the island. And, you know, I know that, as I mentioned earlier, this is more of a passion for us than anything. Although we are a business, we do, you know, we want to encourage everybody to go out there and try everything else as well. You know, even people who we consider competitors, I'd like for them to try them as well. And just the fact that they're living healthy, to me, it's good. You know, you've got different restaurants that people choose from. They're all competitors, but at the end of the day, we're all providing them service.
Beautiful. I love that. And that's what's going to keep you guys getting more and more. Having that mentality really, I feel, is important.
Correct.
Especially, you know, we all want it for the greater good of our island, right?
Yeah, indeed.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Claire.
Thank you all. I'll
you.
see you next time on your weekly renewal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.